Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Fast Wrestling Championship. Introducing first the challenger from the darkest wild. He is the winner of the 2017 PBR Wild Man Cup, Beastly. And his opponent, from off the grid, she is the reigning and defending Fast Wrestling Champion, the Bloody Undead Bride, Sue Young!
we are underway in our Fest Wrestling Championship matchup. Su Yung defending the title against Beastly. And what a night it has been here in St. Augustine, Florida. Brawl by the beach, the St. Augustine Amphitheatre. A little cold and rainy outside, but the action has been hot. The fans have had a fantastic night. It has been a great night of action. We've got all of our qualifiers for Pickle in the Tree in Gainesville tomorrow, but right now it is about this championship opportunity for Beastly. And Su Yung, meanwhile, has already surpassed 1 year as Fest Wrestling champ.
Well, it's time to warm up. It's our main event. Su Yung in her 369th day in her title reign with the Fest Wrestling Championship. And of course, at our last show, We Are Family, we saw Beastly become the second ever PBR Wildman Cup winner, earning himself an opportunity at the Fest Wrestling Championship tonight here in St. Augustine. As we've seen for over 1 calendar year, our champ, Su Yung, defend against the likes of Veda Scott, Jessica Havoc, Sammy Callahan, Holodead, and most recently Chuck Taylor at We Are Family.
Oh, this thing could get out of hand quick. Beastly grabbing hold of his chain. Su Yung with the kendo stick.
As we saw Su Yung come out with a inflatable tube and a sand pail. She's ready for a night at the beach here in St. Augustine. It's going to be a beach party tonight. And of course, Beastly, more familiar with the Everglades territory of Florida than the beach. It's probably a nice little vacation for him, though. And maybe he walks out the Fest Wrestling champion tonight.
Oh, where are they going?
Both under the ring. Perhaps they'll meet in the middle, I don't know.
Our official, Tony, the referee, is just as confused as we are. What do you think's going on under there?
Whoa, and we see each of them end up on opposite ends.
And they both have PBRs.
You always got to thank the sponsor, Pabst Blue Ribbon. A staple here at Fest Wrestling with the talent and the crowd as well.
Little pre-match beverage.
A little bit of chivalry toast between the two before they, oh! And now they're trading fisticuffs.
Yeah, but never dropping the can of beer.
Hey. Takes a lot of skill.
Kind of makes me think of you see a guy at a baseball game catch the home run, never puts his beer down.
Yeah, unless it lands in the cup, that's always good.
There is a certain skill. Well, that's very nice of Ref Tony to hold their drinks for them.
I think Tony's going to have a drink of his own.
I'm not sure the referee commission here in Florida would approve of that.
Well.
Oh!
And PBR goes flying in the crowd as Beastly hits Su Yung in the back of the head with his PBR.
You know that all the officials here at Fest are appointed by the Florida State Commission, right?
They better be.
Better hope that they don't see this video. Tony might be out of a job. Now, we're having fun here. This is for the Fest Wrestling Championship, and it is Beastly and Su Yung, and probably two of the most unhinged individuals that we've seen here at Fest.
They certainly are unlike our typical wrestler here at Fest Wrestling. The darkness of Su Yung, and I don't even know how to explain Beastly, the Neanderthal style.
Looks like he crawled out of a mud pit in the Everglades.
And he always does look that way. I heard some commotion.
Now hold on, Su Yung has a chair.
But Beastly breaks it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Su Young's back driven into the ring apron by Beastly as he backs up for some momentum with that steel chair. Oh, but he missed.
So, Sue out of the way, and the ricochet off the bottom rope. Beasley now staggered around. What were you talking about, this commotion?
She was grabbing that steel chair. All I could was hear it.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't see it.
I thought you were talking about a conversation or something that happened earlier.
No. I just heard a sound, knew some weapon was coming into play. It happened to be a steel chair that Beasley's now sitting in. And Su Yung.
Running senton into the chair. Both of them spilled on the concrete floor.
And if Su Yung walks out victorious tonight, she'll walk in tomorrow night still champion at Pickle in the Tree, the event last year that she won that title. She, earlier in the night, won that Pickle in the Tree match. And
Cover, Sue trying to put it away. Beasley out at 2.
only moments later cashed in on our first champion, Heidi Lovelace, to become the second and only other champion here at Fest Wrestling.
Well, that was not long after Heidi Lovelace had defended the title against Caleb Conley, who does have an entry into the Pickle in the Tree match tomorrow. I suppose you could say he's got a case to be in that matchup, being the fact that he never actually lost in his title match a year ago. Cover. Well, I stand mistaken. The match had ended by the time that Sue came in.
It did end, and she used that element of surprise. Heidi Lovelace had no idea that she would cash in so soon.
I was thinking for a second there that the match was still going on when Sue cashed in to make it a triple threat. How many times have we seen that happen?
Of course.
But not the case. But at any rate, Caleb Conley with another opportunity to have a shot at the championship anyway. Beasley down for the cover. That's not going to put away Sue, just trying to take some of her wind away.
Of course, Conley will have to get through 6 other competitors in that ladder match. A few who we saw tonight qualify for. We'll also have some matches tomorrow early in the show. And those winners will have to obviously compete later in the match too, so a little disadvantage.
Well, so far tonight, who's advanced? Vandal advanced.
Effie and Jason Cade and Serpentico. And Conley was already previously announced.
So 5 of the 7.
5 of the 7.
Cover, and Su Yung able to power out tomorrow. There'll be 2 more qualifying matchups. And Beasley now trying to take a chunk out of the forehead of Sue. Trying to get a sense of who you like in this, if you want to call it a tournament.
The Pickle in the Tree match?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm thinking tournament, but ladder match. Who do you like to win the Pickle tomorrow and perhaps cash in?
That is a very good
Somebody
question.
who advanced tonight, or maybe somebody who will advance tomorrow. Who do we have tomorrow in those 2 matches? I'm putting you on the spot here, aren't I?
Yeah, I think we only have one of them announced. We have CJ O'Doyle, Saeed Al-Sabah, and Arya Blake. I think they're still figuring out a few more people for that second match.
A couple last-minute entries. And that certainly throws things off, because you're going into a scramble match like that. At least if you know who else is in the match, you can prepare. But again, still some unknowns heading into Pickle in the Tree tomorrow. As Beasley down for the cover. Again, this match right here is for the Fest Wrestling Championship. And the question going in tomorrow is, will Su Yung extend her title reign to 370 days? Or will Beasley become just the 3rd ever Fest Wrestling Champion?
As Beasley sets up that sand pail in between the top and middle turnbuckle in that corner. I think we, what was that guitar player's name? Buckethead? We might see a little Buckethead action.
Whatever happened to Buckethead?
I don't know. He was in Guns N' Roses for a second, and then he's probably, I don't know. Su Yung and Buckethead could be related.
You never know. And well, speaking of Buckethead,
2 out there individuals, needless to say.
Su Yung, whoa, hold on, Arachnorana with the bucket on Beasley's head. Adding a little extra impact to that move. Su Yung appears exhausted. Beasley's trying to figure out what the heck just happened. And now into the cover, Sue to put it away. Kick out by Beasley at 2.
And of course, if Sue wins tonight, after that pickle in the tree match tomorrow, she's gonna start having to put the eyes on the back of her head. Maybe someone will cash in the same night, just like she did last year.
Gonna get through tonight first. Sue with the kendo stick, Beasley with the chain. Sue misses wildly.
Swing and a miss by Beasley.
Oh.
Sue steps on the chain, and Beasley grabs a hold of the kendo stick.
Finally resorting to a headbutt, and Sue wisely headed to the outside. Beasley with the kendo stick, and Sue's just trying to figure out what to do next. Su Yung actually looks like she's running scared here, Max. I've never seen her run away before.
As she heads to the backstage area, it looks like Beasley's about to follow. And who knows what's going on now? Oh, they're spilling behind us.
Heads up.
Oh, God. Is there 2 kendo sticks now?
Oh, wait a minute. God, look out. Out of the way, Max. That's a flaming kendo stick. Luckily, Sue missed.
Whoa.
That was a little too close for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's cold out here. That fire would have felt nice, but it was a little too close for comfort for me. I'm glad that ended quickly. They're both back in the ring now. Su Yung with a pair of punches and an elbow to Beasley as he drives his left elbow into the back of Su Yung. And she's trying to set up for the purge. That submission, we've seen her win several matches here at Fest Wrestling.
Sue trying to get the purge glove on. Keep that in one spot.
Oh, and there it is. Center of the ring.
Trying to choke the life out of the challenger, Beasley, and maybe succeeding in doing so. Beasley's shoulders are down. His shoulders are down. The referee in good position. Beasley may be aware enough to have kept that right shoulder up just a centimeter.
Ref Tony also might have been distracted since it's a submission. You don't think of making that pinfall. Oh!
Beasley for the title! Sue kicking out! Sue kicked out!
Beasley milliseconds away from walking out champion here in St. Augustine at Brawl at the Beach. And he's heading under the ring to find some extracurricular.
Looking for more weapons.
Oh, we got a table.
Apparently we ran out of doors.
People thought we were only known for doors, but we got tables too. We can play your game. Su Yung slowly stirring her way back to her feet as Beasley sets up this table. Some disrespect from Beasley. He's not quite known for his manners, but
barely humanized. This could be the end of Su Young's title reign here at Fest. Beasley with the table set up. You know what he's got in mind. The question now, will Sue be able to counter? Does she have enough left? Su Yung has defended the Fest Wrestling Championship around the globe. But does she have enough to walk out of St. Augustine tonight and head into Pickle in the Tree tomorrow, still champ? The title hanging in the balance.
Blood mist. Oh, sending Beasley through the table. Su Young's got to capitalize here to get the victory.
She has had so much taken out of her by Beasley in this title match. The challenger has been up to the task, but Su senses her opportunity. Beasley slowly to a vertical base.
A headbutt from Su Young.
Beasley. Whoa, no!
Spinning pedigree from Beasley.
Taking his time into the cover.
Might be it.
He took too long to cover. Beasley waited too long. He could have walked out of here, champ.
We've seen this time and time again. Su Young, we always think that's got to be it. And she just finds a way inside to always kick out at that 2.5 mark.
I think Beasley was so dazed after crashing through that table.
Beasley grabbing that Fest Wrestling Championship title off our table. Something he hasn't earned quite yet, but looks like he's going to use it as a weapon.
No disqualification, misses wildly. It's Su Young!
A palm strike into the purge, submission.
That could do it!
Center of the ring.
Maxx's shoulders are down. Beasley's shoulders are down. The referee is looking for the submission. Instead.
And slowly.
Finally taps out. Su Young retains.
Here's your winner, and still the Fest Wrestling Champion, Su Young.
Beasley took Su Young to the limit. You could say took her to hell and back. But Su Young indeed heads into pickle in the tree. Fest champion, 370 days. She lives to fight another day. The question for tomorrow is, will somebody turn the tide on Su and take a page out of her book from Pickle in the Tree last year and wait for that opportune moment to immediately cash in and walk out of Gainesville as champion?
Like I said, after that Pickle in the Tree match tomorrow night, paranoia's gonna set in. Su Young's gotta always watch her back from that point out. Because just like that, 1, 2, 3, that title reign could end. But as of tonight, she's walking out champion. And you got to give credit to Beasley. He took her to the limit multiple times, milliseconds away from becoming the 3rd ever Fest Wrestling Champion.
Su Young retains here at Brawl by the Beach in St. Augustine, Florida. The greatest night in the history of Fest Wrestling. What a battle it has been. Su Young victorious as we head towards Pickle in the Tree.